Howdy. Well, I decided to waste my weekend and sit around and catch up on a bunch of YouTube videos that I haven't seen in a while, or haven't seen at all. And one thing I found on there was an old 11 Bang Bang video that Jarrett and Caleb did a while back about a rifle. And I thought, oh, I haven't seen this one. What is it? And he called it a Spanish Jukar and 45 caliber. And I thought, son of a gun, I've got one of those. See? And the only thing it says on it is Spain and Jukar. And it's 45 caliber. And it has a trigger like about 20 pounds. And it's coated in some kind of brass-like lacquer. But it does shoot, but it's put together a little bit funky. I mean, like the fitting on here, the furniture is just awful. And it's a really thin stock. And the wrist is thin, and it's got this handpiece, or instead of having an actual hand grip, it has this thing on it. But I thought it was a Hawken. I really thought this was a Hawken. Cool. It looks like a Hawken, except for one thing, and it's a two-piece stock, and it sort of meets with a brass band here. But other than that, it's a Hawken. And it does have its own, it did have the correct rod in it here that came with it. So, I don't know, I don't know what material this is. I think it's some kind of wood. Doesn't look like it's very secure. What would anybody recommend as a good wood for making a reasonable ramrod? Because, I'm thinking fiberglass, metal, maybe brass. I don't know. I've got a couple of them with some older wooden ramrods that are sort of falling apart. But anyway, this is my Jukar Spanish Hawken. I thought it was a Hawken, although it has a fixed rear sight. It doesn't have any kind of flip up like theirs does. So anyway, oh, by the way, he said his was about $100 at an auction. I bought this at a gun store, and it was $120. So yeah, it's close enough. He was sitting all lonely and stuff in the back, and they said, oh yeah, $120 and it's yours. So I just handed him $120 in cash and just walked out with it, and that was that. I just thought it just appealed to me. It was just this little forlorn little black powder rifle just sitting in the corner there. Anyway, that's my Jukar.